Hello guys and welcome to Pokemon Trivia. This is TC ShadowRL and today's Pokemon Trivia is for the 1st of August 2013. Today we're going to be covering Porygon. Porygon is the only Pokemon that evolves by trade twice, once holding the upgrade into Porygon-2 and a second time as Porygon-2 into Porygon-Z when holding a dubious disc. It's also the only Pokemon in a 3-stage evolutionary line that does not require leveling up to trigger any of its evolutions, so it is possible to acquire both a Porygon-2 and a Porygon-Z at level 1. Also, Porygon's evolutionary line is the only 3-stage evolutionary line whose Pokemon can all learn both Giga Impact and Hyper Beam, as all three were considered fully evolved during their respective debut generations. Porygon-2 is the only official Pokemon with a numeral in its name, and in the Generation 2 games it's impossible to return Porygon-2 to its species name after nicknaming it. This is because the number 2 is not available as a character for nicknames. Of all Pokemon able to evolve, Porygon-2 has the highest base stats up with 515. It's also the only evolution introduced after the generation of its pre-evolution that is able to evolve again. Porygon-2 is the only one of its evolutionary family not to receive an audible voice despite having a cameo in a game where Pokemon have recorded voices. This also makes it only one of the first 493 not to have a voice. Porygon-Z is the only Pokemon whose Japanese name is spelled with a character from a foreign alphabet. Porygon-Z has the highest special attack base stat of all normal type Pokemon. And Porygon-Z weighs exactly as much as Dawn. The dubious disc name implies that Porygon-Z, unlike its pre-evolution Porygon-2, was not authorised by Silphco. As I said before, since no leveling up is required to evolve either Porygon or Porygon-2, Porygon-Z is the only Pokemon that can evolve twice while still being at level 1. Roserade is another fully evolved 3-stage Pokemon that can be at level 1, but only if it starts out as Roselia instead of Budew. Now, Porygon is heavier than both of its evolutions, which is possibly a reference to how new technological devices, for example a microSD card compared to a old hard drive which used to be the size of a small room. And lastly, despite being man-made, composed of only computer data, Porygon can be hatched from an egg. Now, don't ask me how that works because that, my friends, is a perfect example of Nintendo logic. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Trivia. Leave your comments in the section below. Remember to like this video and share this video. And go check out all the other channels in this project. Go check out the one Integral and PD Winnel. And make sure to check out yesterday's video by PD Winnel on the problems with the first generation. If you'd like to know more, go check it out. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.